Ever wondered if control is a good thing in a relationship, or is it an absolute no-go? It's a provocative question, isn't it? Control in relationships is a complex, often controversial topic. It has the power to shape the dynamics of a relationship in ways you might not even imagine. Is it about exercising dominance, or is it about maintaining a balance? What does control even mean in the context of love and relationships? Today we dissect the intricate, often misunderstood concept of control in relationships. First off, let's clarify what we mean by control. It's a word that can set off alarm bells, but in this context it's not about exerting power over someone else. It's not about manipulation or coercion. It's not about making someone do what you want them to do. No, it's far more personal and far more empowering than that. Control, as we're defining it here, is made up of three key components: self-control, patience, and discipline. Let's break these down. Self-control is about managing your own emotions, actions, and reactions. It's about not letting your impulses lead your decision-making process. It's about being able to hold your tongue in an argument, to listen rather than just waiting for your turn to speak. It's about taking a step back, taking a deep breath, and choosing your response rather than simply reacting. Next up is patience, the ability to wait, to not rush in, to give things time. It's about understanding that good things come to those who wait, that not everything has to happen right now, this second. Patience is about being comfortable with letting things unfold in their own time, and not trying to force the issue. The third component of control is discipline. Discipline is about setting boundaries for yourself and sticking to them. It's about being consistent in your actions and your words. It's about making commitments and keeping them, whether that's a commitment to another person or a commitment to yourself. So, you see, when we talk about control, we're really talking about self-mastery, about being the kind of person who is in control of their own actions, reactions, and decisions. It's about being thoughtful, considerate, and intentional in how you navigate your relationships. Remember, control is about you, not your partner. It's about managing your own actions and reactions, not trying to manage theirs. It's about being the best version of yourself you can be, and that's something that's totally within your control. Now, let's tackle the elephant in the room, the common misconceptions about control. When we think of control in relationships, we often imagine a puppet master pulling the strings, dictating every move of their partner. We visualize a relationship where one person dominates, manipulates, and exerts power over the other. But my friends, this is a gross misunderstanding of the concept of control. Control, in the context of relationships, is not about exerting power over someone else. It's not about manipulation or dominance. It's not about making your partner dance to your tunes or bending them to your will. No, that's not control. That's coercion. Control in a relationship is about self-regulation. It's about having the discipline to manage your actions and reactions. It's about exercising patience when things don't go as planned. It's about having the self-control to not act impulsively or rashly. For instance, when your partner does something that irks you, do you react immediately in anger, or do you take a moment to understand their perspective? When you're faced with a decision, do you rush into it, or do you take the time to weigh the pros and cons? That, my friends, is control. It's not about molding your partner into someone they are not. It's about molding yourself into someone who can handle the ups and downs of a relationship with grace and maturity. So, next time when you think about control in a relationship, remember, it's not a power play over your partner. It's a play over your own actions, reactions, and emotions. It's about having the strength to steer your relationship in a healthy direction, even when the waters get rough. Remember, control is not about having a firm grip on your partner, but having a firm grip on yourself. It's about mastering your emotions, not your partner's. It's about leading with love, understanding, and respect, not with dominance or manipulation. Control is not a power play, it's a self-play. And that, my friends, is the true essence of control in a relationship. Imagine a duck gliding across a lake. That's the image of control we're going for. On the surface, it looks effortless, the duck smoothly sailing from one end to the other. But what you don't see is the flurry of activity happening beneath the surface. The duck's little webbed feet are paddling like mad, working hard to propel it forward. That's control. It's the ability to present a calm, composed exterior, even when underneath you're working your tail off. It's about maintaining your cool, keeping your emotions in check, and making thoughtful, deliberate decisions, even when the waters around you are choppy. Control is not about exerting power over others, but about mastering your own actions and reactions. It's about having the discipline to stick to your game plan, even when tempted to veer off course. It's about the patience to wait for the right moment, rather than rushing headlong into a potentially disastrous situation. Just like the duck, maintaining control requires constant effort. There's no time to rest or let your guard down, but the result is a smooth, steady journey that gets you where you want to go. So, whenever you feel like you're losing control, just remember the duck. Keep paddling, keep pushing forward, and keep your eyes on the prize. Like the duck, control requires constant effort, even when it seems like you're just gliding along. So, how can we apply control effectively in a relationship? It all begins with the framework of control. This isn't about manipulation or coercion. It's about self-discipline, patience, and a measured approach to navigating the sometimes tumultuous waters of romance. The framework is a blueprint, a guide to help you maintain your cool when the heat of passion or conflict threatens to cloud your judgment. It's a way of ensuring that your actions and reactions are thoughtful, respectful, and in the best interest of both you and your partner. Control in this context doesn't mean stifling your partner or curbing their individuality. It's about exercising restraint when necessary, holding your tongue during a heated argument, or resisting the urge to lash out in a moment of frustration. It's about making choices that foster harmony and mutual respect, rather than contributing to discord and resentment. The framework is also about patience. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither are strong, lasting relationships. It's about giving your partner the space to grow and evolve, and understanding that change doesn't always happen overnight. Patience in a relationship means accepting your partner as they are, flaws and all, while also encouraging them to be the best version of themselves. Finally, the framework is about discipline. It's about sticking to your principles, even when it's challenging. It's about remaining consistent in your actions and words, and not allowing external influences to sway your judgment or compromise your values. Adhering to this framework not only helps to protect your own emotional well-being, it also paves the way for a healthier, more fulfilling relationship. It encourages open communication, mutual respect, and a strong foundation of trust. Remember, the framework isn't just about self-protection. It's about being a better partner. It's about fostering a relationship that's built to last, one that can weather the storms and still come out stronger on the other side. The framework isn't just about protecting yourself. It's about building a healthier, happier relationship. Let's delve into a real-life story to see control in action. Picture this: a young man, let's call him Joe, was intrigued by a charming lady named Simi. Simi was sending all the right signals, and Joe, being the smart chap he is, seized the opportunity to ask her out. Now here's where Joe's control kicks in. He waits for 8 days before calling her, showcasing his patience. When he finally calls, he doesn't rush into setting up the date. He takes his time, picking a day that suits him, not just her. Now that's control again, my friends. Instead of catering to her preference for an evening date, he suggests an early afternoon meetup. That's Joe, showing self-control, not just going with the flow, but setting his own pace. On the date, he keeps the conversation light and fun, staying disciplined in his choice of topics. He doesn't let his curiosity get the better of him, nor does he allow the conversation to veer into potentially awkward territory. That's control, once again. Lastly, he doesn't rush to judge the date, or Simi. He takes his time, analyzes the situation, and then decides how he feels about it. That's the final display of control, not allowing impulsive feelings to dictate his actions. This story shows us that even on a date, control plays a significant role. So, what have we learned about control in relationships? We've discovered that control is not about dominance, it's about exercising self-discipline, patience, and self-control. We've debunked the misconceptions and showed how the framework can guide your actions. We've seen a real-life example demonstrating the power of these principles in action. Control, when correctly understood and applied, can transform your relationship, making it healthier and happier. Remember, control is not about dominance, it's about self-discipline, patience, and self-control. It's about making your relationship a healthier and happier one.